Hi, today I'm going to show you how I painted Deadpool. Let's get it. So I just want to say I'm not a professional by any means, but this is just how I do it. This is not a tutorial, it's just how I painted it. So first I'm basing the head in this rosé color. I like to do like a pinkish red on all my statues when I'm doing skin tones. And yeah, this is how I'm doing it. So right now, just basing it in this rosé color. And then after that, I'll come over with just like a natural skin tone or a base skin tone from Vallejo right there. And then it's really nice having that like red undertone come through under that base color. Next, I'm going to be doing more of a shadow with this medium flesh tone from Vallejo. I thinned it out with that airbrush reducer. Through my camera, it's coming over like very yellow, but I promise at the end you'll see it's not very yellow. So spraying from underneath, catching all the edges and the recesses, giving it a nice shadow. And right here is a light flesh tone, again from Vallejo, spraying top down, giving it a nice highlight color. Right here, breaking out the wet palette, and I'm using that rat skin flesh from Citadel, and I'm just going in, coloring in all those pockets of flesh that's on Deadpool's head. Now this statue comes with two sculpts, comes with this just no mask Wade Wilson, and then comes with another one that's fully masked. Now this rat skin is it's like a orangey red color. Again, my camera is not the best at picking up the colors, but at the end you will see that it was a good choice putting it in those pockets. I'm really happy how it turned out. Right here is a brown rosé from Vallejo. Kind of just doing a wash. This color is kind of a brownish pink reddish color. You can see it there in the cup. Just doing a wash all over the head, giving it a nice like pink tint to it. Again, not professional. I'm not even the best at making washes. Most of the time I make them either way too watery or don't add enough water. So if you know like the perfect ratio, please drop it in the comments. So right there, just putting the wash over it, letting it sit for a second or two, and then taking it off with a clean Q-tip. And then right here, I'm going back with that brown rosé from Vallejo, coloring in the lips. I normally always use brown rose or rosé for lips. Kind of gets rid of all the hassle of trying to mix a color, because I always just use this color, and I found out it usually looks pretty good. And then I'm also going through right here and putting that same color in all the little muscle pockets, kind of just giving it some more depth instead of just being that rat skin flesh color. And I thought it turned out pretty well. Alright, right here, I'm using the base color for the head, that rose color, kind of just going through, adding a little bit of texture, you know, because he's just really meaty and fleshy looking. And then right there, I'm using an ivory color from Citadel, coloring in the teeth and making sure I paint each tooth individually. I found out it gives a much more natural look. And then, unfortunately, all my footage was lost, except this footage right here is from a live stream I was doing on Facebook. So the quality went way down. I apologize for that. Right here, using a cold white to color in the eyes, and then doing the pupils right there. Right here, getting that base red on his suit. I used 3 different reds. All of them were from Vallejo. The base red is just red. And then the dark red for the shadows, I will leave in the description because I honestly forgot right now. And then the highlight color is Ferrari red. Again, all of them from Vallejo. Just making sure I get a nice even coat over everything. Let it dry. Sometimes I like to do a clear varnish over the top before I do another color, but on this model I didn't. Right here I'm adding that highlight color, and you can already see it's making all the textures and details pop. Making sure I'm spraying from the top down for the highlights. Really going a little heavy-handed on the higher parts, so the shoulders, the chest. Same thing with right here, the top of the thighs would be the part that's catching the most light, so I'm a little bit more heavy-handed right there. Right here, doing the shadows, spraying from the bottom up. Have the model at a downward angle. Making sure that dark red is getting in all the recesses and crevices. Alright, and now it's time to get the portrait done of the masked head. Going through same process, using that base red from Vallejo, just making sure I got a nice even coat over the whole thing. And again, I apologize for the lower quality of the video right here. It was on a live stream, so you'll notice like I stop and kind of like wave my hands at the camera at sometimes, just answering like some comments. Right here, doing the Ferrari red, again top down, catching all the raised edges for the highlights. And I absolutely love how this model turned out. It's probably one of my best ones so far. And Deadpool was number 11. So I've only done 11 models. Again, not a pro whatsoever. Right here, I'm using I think it was a medium flesh tone on all the little rips part of his mask. Didn't really feel the need of doing the whole skin tone process on these little parts. So I kind of just faked it until I made it, you know? So just added some colors until I thought it looked good. So medium flesh tone, and then added all the little details in there. So right here, I'm just painting black with a brush. Black goes on really easy, so no need to mask. And again, apologize for all the jumping around and lost footage. So right here, painting his machine gun. Did a flat army green for all the furniture on the rifle, so the buttstock, the handrail, and then I dry brushed a gunmetal over the top. Right here, I am using that bronze color that you see on the table, painting all of the brass on his ammunition. those were absolutely satisfying to paint. I love doing it. Right here, using a cold white on his eyes. I love characters that just have white eyes because I absolutely hate painting pupils and irises, all of it. But just the plain white eyes, easy day. Some more dog barking in the background. And model is complete. I love the little details of his boxers hanging out. All of the gruesome parts were actually really fun to paint. There's a little close-up on the Wade Wilson sculpt. But again, I am not a professional whatsoever. Not a professional YouTuber, none of it. So any tips would be welcome, whether it be painting or videos. And yeah, thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.